With all the popularity around mini versions of popular computers and consoles, would you be a buyer of a mini version of the 1982 vector-based Vectrex? Well, looks like you're going to get your chance to pick one up if you're interested. Hey there, welcome back to GenXGrownUp. I am John, I am a GenXGrownUp. Thanks for clicking on this quick video. Just want to get the conversation started about, for me, the most exciting thing to come out of Gamescom 2025 that I've seen so far. That's happening over in, I think, Germany right now, in Cologne maybe. Anyway, a new company got the rights to the Vectrex, and they're planning a Vectrex Mini, and it's on display there at the one of the booths there at Gamescom right now. So if you don't know, the Vectrex came out in '82, was on shelves for like less than 18 months, I think, before it just liquidated because it launched in '82, North American crash in '83, bad timing. When it was new in 1982, $199, 200 bucks in '82, which is like, what, over $600 today? I don't know what it's going to cost. We'll talk about that in a second. But so several things of note that I've made just a note here to talk about. First, it has a wireless controller, a little bit smaller than the original wireless controller. The original controller, and looks like maybe here, clicks into the base of the thing. Speaking of a little bit smaller, I'm not sure the dimensions, maybe someone's expressed this here, but you can see it in some of the displays. It looks to be about half the size of the original Vectrex. Now, the big thing about the Vectrex is that it was a vector display. Now, think of Asteroids and Battlezone, Gravatar and Major Havoc and stuff like that. Those are vector displays, not pixelated. This is the ability for a laser behind the screen of the CRT to draw a point from a straight, clear line from any 2 points on the screen perfectly. So you have this crystal clear display. Now, the Vectrex Mini does not have a vector display, does not have a CRT in it. Instead, what they have is a high-resolution AMOLED panel used to simulate the vector display. So, depending on how big of a fan you are of the Vectrex or what it is you're a fan of about it, that might be an instant non-starter. It doesn't mean it's not playable, it just isn't technically vector-based, although you can simulate vectors pretty well with the right filters in your emulation, so I'm guessing that's what they're going to do here. Additionally, it's worth noting, HDMI out to hook up to your TV, which, again, not a vector display. Maybe it'll look okay, again, based on the filters they use to replicate the vector aesthetic. We don't yet know what about those overlays. The original Vectrex had these overlays that are kind of translucent to give you color, because the Vectrex display was black and white. So I wonder if this is going to, A, come with overlays that are scaled down to fit on the screen, because you couldn't use the originals, they'll be too big. Or maybe the overlays are done digitally. There's no restriction on color here, so maybe there will be areas of the screen, regions of the screen in emulation that create the color. I don't know. All unknowns so far. Like, I'm finding this out as you're finding it out. Like, I read an article on time extension. I'll give you a link to that. A bunch of posts on X that I got a lot of these images and videos from people who are on site there at Gamescom. We don't yet know a price. We don't yet know a date. What we do know is this thing's going to start as a Kickstarter campaign sometime next month. And they do have a site where you can go sign up right now for their newsletter to get notified when there's new news or maybe when the Kickstarter opens up. So, for my part, I've always been fascinated by the Vectrex. I didn't own one myself, but my good buddy had one up the street, and so I got to play it quite a bit. And it was a singular experience, unlike anything else that was going on. And it's too bad that it kind of came and went so quickly. So they're hard to find. The fact that they are their own monitor, if the monitor doesn't work, well, it's shot. And you can't really, maybe you can resource those monitors, but maybe refurb is the best you can do. I'm not sure those are even available to purchase and pick up. So for some people, the fact that it's not technically a vector screen is going to be a problem. For some people, they're just eager to get their hands on a Vectrex. And the fact that it has an SD card slot for expandability, yeah, it means you can add, there are a lot of Vectrex homebrews out there. They're supporting that. They're encouraging that on this system. I'm interested. What I want to do here is start up a conversation amongst our viewers to see if you are interested. A, is it something you're interested in? B, what's a fair price? What are you looking for? Knowing the original was $200, what is this worth to you in this day and age, in 2025, 2026, whenever this might release? And that was it, two things. And a third thing is it something you're interested in following here on GenXGrownUp, in which case I'll keep an eye on it too. It's a little bit outside, well, it's not really outside of the realm what we talk about. We just really haven't talked about Vectrex much because it's such a singular experience, and frankly, I just don't have one to show you, so we haven't really covered it that much. So I will definitely be keeping an eye on it. I'm eager to hear what you think about it and get a conversation going down in the comments, as we always do. I appreciate you taking a moment to click on this, spend a little time with me. Can't wait to talk to you again next time. Bye-bye.